Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another week of me talking. I should say week and a half. I am a little sidetracked because this is actually not Saturday. Today is Wednesday of the next week. So I'm only going to do 2 Saturday just because this week, dude, has been a lot. Last week was quite a bit, but yeah, I'm going to split it up just so that I can stay constant. So let's pretend it's Saturday. Welcome, Saturday the 24th. Woohoo. So what did last week's show? I worked Sunday, so nothing new there. Kind of what I do. Monday, I was supposed to have jury duty, but I got out. So, which is crazy because I actually wanted to do jury duty actually my second time being called, but my first time where the process, I was actually called to be like, okay, you have to show up on this day. The other time it was like I got a paper sent to me and then they literally called me the next day just saying you don't have to be there. So yeah, I got there, I sat, they started asking questions, and then they determined that this, I guess, trial wasn't going to happen, so they sent us all away. I was there for like maybe an hour and a half, but that was Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday I work. Wednesday I did an interview. It's kind of weird. Tuesday I was supposed to go for, you know me, I'm kind of in my, wilding out stage always. I realized today, even though I've known it's saying it out loud for myself today was a big thing. It's being like, I'm kind of an all or nothing person. It's either 100% on or 100% off. I need to find a way where I can be in the middle. But I told you I had signed up. Well, I don't know actually if I told you that I signed up for school again. I think I did last week. I signed up for 2 schools. Was kind of waiting for an answer, which I did get one answer back, which will be on next Saturday's video, vlog, whatever. But because I applied for school, I had gotten a message saying, hey, you said you were interested in some of the clubs around here. One of those clubs was a choir. You can join chamber choir at the college. I just signed up. I'm not going to hear an answer back until October, but I'm like, let me try it. I'm going to try and see what happens. Well, the day before, I had to ask myself, like, realistically, and this is a question I'm going to ask myself all the time. I'm like, are you serious about this? Or is it just for the moment? That's going to be the way I ask it to myself. Because I realized I want to interview because it was an opportunity that was placed in front of me. I'm like, why not? Why not try it out? And I don't actually want to do chamber choir. So that was a realization. And I didn't end up going. But going back to Wednesday. So I told you that I was interviewing for a fun job. I need something on the side. Since apparently all I do is work, I need to have something fun to do as a job. So I interviewed with a job. I had to do like an audition. But it's more of an audition of like, hey, anyone who auditions is gonna get the part. So I did that. I got to see an old coworker of mine because, like I said, I've worked a couple seasons at this place. This will technically be my sixth season, but it's been 6 years since I've actually done it. So I'm excited. I scheduled actually this week my like onboarding costume fitting for Friday, whatever the 31st is. I think Saturday. But I'm going to do all that day. So that's going to be great. Work-wise, it's all about the same. Again, I got more to tell you next Saturday. So you'll learn about anything that's happening this week. Yeah, that's really it. Nothing else, really. I thought it was more interesting because I got to do things that actually made me happy, or become like coming back to realizations of like, girl, you need to stop. Like, stop what you're doing. All this extra stuff is not worth it. Like, why are you're already putting on too much stuff on your plate. Actually, there is one thing I can say about starting school. So yeah, this week actually, I think it was Saturday, I got a message back from one college, I'm just gonna drop it now, that I got accepted. I told you that I had applied to school just to see, like, would I get an answer back? Well, I did with one of them. The other one, like I said, it won't be until October, the chamber choir one. So yeah, I know. And she called and said, congratulations, give me a call. This was Friday, actually. She was like, you need to have all this stuff in, like fill out this paperwork. We can have you start in September 2nd. That's when the next start date is. That's 2 weeks from now, which I could do, but I am struggling with other areas because I have to like have a conversation with myself saying, you can do it, you could, but there's other things at play, i.e. a job that has orientation, that is like Monday, like it's all throughout the week during the day. So I can't just go to school Monday through Friday when I have that on top of it. I have like a life at home I'm gonna have to go to. So money. Oh, I'm also at another college still. I'm still earning my MBA. So I can't actually go to that college because I can't be like enrolled at 2 colleges using, like if I'm choosing to use FAFSA for one and not for the other, then what am I going to do then? Plus, like, it just keeps hitting me of like, if I use FAFSA right, like I already feel like using FAFSA, it's so lucrative and I hate it because the lucrativeness is going to, or lucrativity, whatever the word is, it's just like there's people who are still in college and are using the money of the government to go to school, which is not the bad part about it. It's the fact that it almost feels like you're taking money from another person who could be using that to like better their career, better their life. You're just using it for like undecisiveness versus they're using it to be able to like pay for their families. So I'm really thinking about the school and figuring out what I'm going to do on that front. So yeah, that's really it on that side too. So I brought it up with my another coworker today, like the one I've been following. Me and her like have been talking, but she has like a work friend who's also there. She was asking me like, so what do you do outside of work? I'm like, well, I'm in school. And that's when I dropped it. I was like, well, I'm actually, I'm still in like school for my previous master's. She's like, well, you can't do that. Like, you can't. And every time, like, I've already thought that from the beginning, but every time someone else is like, no, you can't. No, you cannot. You can't do that. It's like there's multiple people who, it's all the no's, where I'm like, I've been on the no side, but everyone's saying no. I'm like, oh, so it's definitely no, because there's a large number on no and like very little. Like my 2 feet, one's a no and one's a yes. I'm the only half foot in yes. So yeah, it's really unfortunate that, I don't know, I feel like there's not pride, I don't know what, not privilege in what I'm doing. Like, I am really privileged to be able to be not only in the career I'm in, to have a job, to be able to have a home to go to have, just disposable income to do what I'm doing. I feel like there's not enough I could give, like, or do to be able to, like, give back to the people who, have given me so much previously. My hope was that, and I think that's where my mindset was when it comes to like this college that I'm looking at, and was accepted to, the career that you'll have afterwards. I like the idea of being able to like be a bigger, I guess, support for the world around me. But at the same time, I'm not only doing it because of the undecisiveness, but I'm still figuring out what I don't know. Like, I want to do it so that I can give back, but I'm not doing it because I want to, if that makes sense. Like, I'm 100% on the foot of, yes, I want to do this. I just need to finish that calculus test. I'm still saying it. I feel, again, that's the thing, that's the only thing holding me back from being 100% in any picture. And I'm holding myself back still. I've had this conversation multiple times. I didn't last week because I'm like, nah, I'm not going to say it again. I need to do it. I need to. So that's this week. We can honestly say nothing's changed. The next conversation we have is going to be a conversation we need to have because there's going to be some changes. Hopefully by Saturday, a couple days from now, I will have a difference. In my mind, I'm like, okay, that difference being I'm going to take my exam tonight. I've studied very, very little for this. And what I am studying, I'm not retaining. So we'll see. We'll see what comes of it. If not, a different answer next week saying, hey, guess what I did? This is supposed to be my accountability buddy. So I can say it on the camera and I can look back saying, bro, what are you doing? But yeah, I think today, because of work, I'm like exhausted, ready to go home, fall right asleep like I did yesterday. I do need to I worked out this morning, but I need to do my other workouts that I've added on. I took pictures from someone's video and they have like specialized, like I do this for this day and this for that day. I'm doing that now. So I need to go home and do that. And then I've brought back on my meditation and my yoga every morning. So bringing that back into my life has been a very early morning. Still not swimming yet. I need to get my membership back so that I can add that back to my list. Actually, I need to get my gym back ready before I even do that, because right now I'm like, oh, I'm just going to pay. It's going to be like another 2 weeks before I would actually go to the gym, so I'm wasting it. But yeah, that's kind of where we are, all the same. Thanks for watching.